today we're going to learn how to record these 3 chord songs into GarageBand. So we've got 3 songs here and they all have the same chord sequence that goes E minor, D, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, D, G, 2, 3, 4. So as long as we do them all in the same key, they all fit together. Here's what it would look like if you're going to do it on guitar or keyboard, bass guitar, and there we go. All 3 songs, 3 chords. So today we're going to learn how to create our own GarageBand version of this, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's press the plus button in the top right hand corner to create a new GarageBand track. Make sure we're in tracks view, not live loops view, tracks view. And we're going to start with the chords. Okay, so just going to click on the keyboard. So here we have our chords. Now, our chord sequence, if we try and remember, goes E minor, D, G. And at the moment we don't have D, so we need to go to settings, change the key signature to G major because that's the key of the song. Okay, and now we have E minor. Okay, so I'm going to press the question mark button just so you can see that if you tap the upper part of the strip to play the chords and the lower part of the strip to play the bass notes. Okay, and we can use 2 fingers to play both the left hand and the right hand. So the main thing to remember, it goes E minor, D, G. Okay, I'm going to press the record button. Oh, that's way too fast for me. I can't play that quickly. I need to go to settings and turn the tempo down. Make it nice and slow so I can play it properly. Okay, I'm going to try that again now. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, D, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press and change it through to tracks view. Here we go, and I'm going to tap on that, and I'm going to go to settings, quantization, and just put it to 8 notes, and that should put it all in time. Okay, and then I can double tap and I can loop that. So I'm going to press the plus button at the bottom. This takes us back to our instruments window, and we've got drums, lots of different drums to choose from. So we could choose the smart drums here. So maybe we want to choose a vintage kit, and we can turn it on here. I can randomize it. Or if I wanted to, I could just drag it in like that. So that's one way you can do it. You can just use the smart drums. Another option might be to have a go at playing the drums acoustically. So you can actually use your fingers. And finally, another way we're going to have a look at is we're going to look at the beat sequences. So the beat sequence we're going to start today with is just, we're going to learn a really basic drum pattern. It's called a 4 to the floor drum pattern, which means we turn the drums on here, on beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4. Okay? And then we're going to add a clap on beat 2 and beat 4. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hi-hat in. Now what I need to do is I'm going to change the tempo a bit because it's still quite slow from when I was recording the keyboard. And now I'm going to record this. Actually, I don't really like that drum sound. It's a bit too electronic for the song I'm going for. At the bottom left-hand corner, I can choose. I'm going to change it now to a Brooklyn sound. So I'm going to keep the same pattern, but I'm going to use a different drum kit. Ah, that's much better. But I'm going to change that to there. Here we go. Okay, there we go. And I'll go back to tracks view. I'm just going to trim this bit at the end that I don't want. I'm going to double tap that, loop that. I'm also going to delete these two tracks that I was playing around with earlier. Now let's have a listen. Now for vocals, press the plus button, and we're going to choose the voice recorder here. And we're going to go test, test, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring the level down just a little bit there. And at this point I have to say, wear headphones. Wear headphones. Make sure you're wearing headphones for this, otherwise it won't work properly. Otherwise you'll hear the click and you'll hear all the backing track, and we just want to record the voice. Okay, I'm going to press the record button now. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. Okay, let's listen to that and see how it sounds. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. It's really important to have a go at recording first and testing what it sounds like. Hopefully you can hear that my singing is even worse than usual. So I'm going to delete that and I'm going to start again. Okay, here we go. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. Okay, so I just recorded the first bit there to give you an idea. Okay, let's have a listen. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. I just want to show you a couple of things we can do with this vocals. So let's go back to, back here. Okay, now I'm going to change the pitch control all the way up. Yeah, turn it up to 11. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to... I'm also going to turn the compressor up to make it less spiky. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. Now that we've got the basics completed for the song, what we can do is start to add some other parts. So I'm going to press the plus button and I'm going to choose bass. Okay, so here we have bass guitar. Now instead of using the smart bass, I'm going to change it to notes. I'm going to press scale and change it to major. Now these notes in grey, they mean that that's the G because that's the first note of the scale. So here's G. So if we want to go E to G, we can just do that. So we go E minor, G. Okay, we're actually going to go E, F sharp, G. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. And there we have it. Now I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to go to settings, quantization, and change to 8 notes or 16th notes I think, and then I can double tap and loop that. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I want to be your left-hand man. Now I might add another vocal part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute that bit there and I'm going to add in another song. find him drinking. And once again, I'm going to go and turn the pitch control way up, but compress it up a bit. And I'm going to add a bit of vocal and a bit of drive, see what that sounds like. And let's have a listen. You won't find him drinking at the table. Terrible. I'm sure you can do much better. So, now it's your turn to have a go at mashing it up yourself. One more thing before we go. Over underneath the question mark button, there is a plus button so that you can change the length. Okay, so now we can make this track much longer, not too long, but just a little bit longer, say 32 bars long, so that we can start to rearrange things. So for example, I might have one song after another, or maybe I want to put both songs together at the same time. Thankfully, my students are much better at doing this kind of stuff than me, and I've just been on to Seesaw to see if there are any really good examples I could share with you. And here is one fantastic example by Doman from 7NS. I'm really impressed with his work. Well done. Have a listen, everybody.